Hey guys, so today we're going to talk about defending tips. So I only have 2 tips for you today, and hopefully this is going to be a very short video, but sometimes my explanations go on forever, but I'll try to keep it short. So the first tip is this one. Say you're playing with an opponent, you're defending, right? Your opponent is kind of initiating sort of like a counter attack. He gives up a very powerful through pass, say he's using Madrid or something, and Benzema just runs towards the ball, and you want to stop Benzema before, like basically get your player to sort of like protect the ball before Benzema gets to it. Now, if you try to run normally and then just when you're close enough, you press the ball protect button, you notice sometimes the player just sort of glides through you, like it's as if the ball protect button doesn't work. And the reason is because you're waiting till the player gets to Benzema. Meanwhile, the other player already pressed the ball protect button, so he can just kind of zoom off. I don't know if that makes sense. So, but basically, this is it. This is like, say, your player. This is your player right here. This is the player running through. You're closer to the ball. Immediately press the ball protect button. This player just kind of like lanes and then just goes forward. It happens all the time to me before I figured it out. So what you're supposed to do is as soon as you're running for the ball, the only way to tussle for the ball, when, you know, without using the push and pull button or like the analog stick to push or tussle for the ball, you just tap the ball protect button once. You can tap it twice or whatever, but just don't hold it down. Just tap it once or twice and then continue sprinting towards the ball, and your player will automatically fight for the ball. And the second tip I want to give is interceptions. So basically you can increase your chances of interceptions by tapping the ball protect button as well. Say there's a true pass, you feel like your player is there like close to it, you want the player to kind of like stretch for the ball, or like try to reach the ball, even if it's a cross or whatever. If you think like if this ball bounces you're gonna lose it, you can tap the ball protect button once and your player is gonna stretch for it. Sometimes you can tap it at like randomly. Let's say the player is doing sort of like a possession kind of gameplay for you, like just passing around. If you tap, while you're doing your normal talking, like if you tap the ball protect button occasionally, you notice this thing will happen where like the player sort of slides in. Most players do this automatically, but you think it's because you think it's like just sort of like the game just does it for you. That's not true, because the way most people play, they jockey. So sometimes the game confuses that you jockeying, pressing the jockeying button for you trying to intercept the ball, because the button used for jockeying is the ball protect button, right? So when you jockey, at the same time you can, even if the ball is going to a different player, because you held down the button, your player is going to try and intercept it. So yeah, that's all the tips I have for you today, and I'll be making another video about attacking tips. And you know, if you have questions, let me know. But yeah, the first tip I gave you, that's the most important one. Say if you're running for a true pass, be it you're attacking or defending, always tap the ball protect button, because that way your player can fight for the ball automatically. You can use the analog to, after you do that, you can use the analog to sort of like push when you guys are close enough, but make sure you tap the ball protect button. If you're running for the ball, if it's true pass, whatever it is, basically if you know with the ball and your player is running towards the ball, as a rule of thumb, just tap the ball protect button. And yeah, let me know if it helps. Yeah, see you next time. Thanks for watching. Oh yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe if it helped.